So, a rematch of the Macau Masters final for the regular season finale. Paris, Huishan and an early foul called on Dr. Strange. I'm the voice of 3x3, Kyle Montgomery. In your ear, voice is still holding up after 10 years on the mic. In this league we all love. 16 cities. This is the 16th to cap a whirlwind of a regular season that has seen 7 different Masters champions. You're looking at 2 of them right in front of you. Hong Kong final next week with the 12 best teams in the world, in the planet, playing for the biggest crown. FIBA Nets gets Paris started first. Offensive foul called on Brankovic. Just coming out of a knockdown, drag him out fight with Amsterdam in the semifinals where there were 21 fouls called in that game. Majstorovic saved the day with a beautiful Euro step to win it. Joko gave him the jab, but couldn't cash it in from D. DPOY trying to give him some offense. Joko slithering to the cup. He is slick with it, and he gives Paris a 2-0 start. Paris won another Masters win in the worst way. Brankovic fouls. Joko's defense too intense that time. You see him slap fives with Brankovic. Marko Brankovic back after resting for the Neon Masters. On the line, he will shoot 2, the first of which goes. But Brankovic, he has been solid from the free throw line. He has not shot it great from beyond the 2-point arc, which is what he adds to this team, and his passing. He evens things up. Mr. Big Shot, he's had the most game winners this year. He had the go-ahead bucket for Paris in the semifinals. He misses the midi. Now he's got to chase Dr. Strange around. Brian Keela can't drain it. High on the rebound attempt. Suhard is going to call for that one. Suhard, who's 35% from long range and averaging 7 points per. This is the only flaw, and it's something that he can't help. He's just not as big as the rest of them. Majstorovic now. He's been cooking day 2. Couldn't put that one in the face of Joko. Foul on the rebound. Here we go, around to Doc Strange. Paris need to settle down defensively. And they want to take a look at that. Paul Joko was looking around confused like. So that, Joko did nothing. It was Hugo with the contact. They got to determine whether that contact was excessive. If they deem that it's excessive, it could be upgraded to an unsportsmanlike. He definitely gave him a chuck with that forearm, and we're going to see it's a common foul. I like that call. We are in the final. $40,000 on the line. They lead the money list this year. They touch more paper than a paralegal. Trying to lay down the law with plays like that. They will pick you apart. Dissection. Third foul on U. Nope. There haven't been 2 teams that have played in more finals this year than these 2. 6th final for Paris. Ube played in 7. The difference is Ube won 4. This is the 7th final for U. They've won 4 of 6 final appearances up to this point. Paris, with 1 Masters win, in their previous 5 appearances. Just saw him last week in Nyon. Didn't get to the final there. Finished 7th. Suhart getting creative on his attack, but the floater didn't have enough flow. 1 point lead for Ub. Majstorovic comes up shy. Tracked down by Nanad. And Suhart. An unnecessary reach-in foul there. Paris need to play a nearly perfect game if they're going to beat Ub, who look to cap this season with a win and head into the Hong Kong final with all the momentum that they desire. Doc Strange up top, Majstorovic. Even the impossible attempts, you think he's going to make them. He's that good. Unfortunately, no make for Majstorovic that time. Villarreal lets it go. There's some gold at the end of that rainbow. 4-3. Nanad finds himself all alone. He'll flush it. Villarreal over to Seguela. Seguela defended by Strahinja. Paul Joko, crossover. Oh, wow. Oh, my Lord. It won't count, but it should. Paul Joko in his bag in a miraculous way. The bucket won't count, but please show it to me again. Okay, not that. That was okay. Never mind. We'll get back to that. That still should make the top 5 plays, by the way. That was crazy. Majstorovic Euro stepping for no reason. The man Euro steps to the bathroom. He doesn't know any other steps. 5-4. Ooh. This is the final of the regular season finale. Packed house here in Shenzhen, China. We've gone everywhere from North America, all over Europe, to Asia. A world tour season that began in Utsunomiya, Japan. Ub played in the final to start the season, but they didn't win it. Miami did. They're looking to end this story to cap the regular season on a bright note. 4 Masters titles this year. Miami with 3. Vienna with 2. Amsterdam with 2. And Paris trying to get a second. Most competitive World Tour regular season ever. Without a question. The most parity in the league we have ever seen here in 2024. That speaks to the growth of the game. And while Ub still are the best team in all of 3x3, the gap, you can see it beginning to close. My brates won't like hearing me say that, but the proof is in the pudding. Many teams have taken the blueprint that the Serbians have set in having the success that they've had over the years, from the Novi Sad dynasty to now the Ub dynasty. And they picked up on the tricks of the trade and are starting to try to use them even against Ub. So I misspoke earlier. I said 7 Masters winners this year. I meant 8. Don't forget about Chong Mi. So 8 Masters winners in 16 stops. That stroke was broke from Hugo. And they need him to really find his touch. He's the X Factor, Mr. Big Shot. One thing that Paris have been able to lean on is the defense. Oob allowed the fewest amount of points in all of 3x3 this year. As a team, Paris not far behind. So while Oob give up 16 even a game, Paris give up 16.7. That shot not on point. Shahinya lost it inside. Naranjic out to Majstorovic. May I have this dance? That was the Serbian two-step. Joko drops the shoulder, but tenacious defense from Oob. Quick hands from Majstorovic. 36 years old, 11 years in the league. He's got 4 World Tour final titles. A 2-time Olympian bronze medalist. I'll be talking all day talking about his accolades. Hugo created the space necessary to get a look. And that's a bunch of posturing between him and Brankovic. They both got their hands in the air while hip checking each other. Three-point lead for Oob here in this Shenzhen final 2024. 4 minutes eclipse in the game. Dr. Strange, he's going to operate whether you like it or not. Oh, and Paris not on the same page, not even in the same chapter right now. Joko throws that one away. He was looking for Virare in the corner. In any case, Joko drawn the assignment of the world number 1. Eliminator to Branquilla. Oh, Branquilla took a call with a travel. And he got hit in the eye. I don't think he's faking. Hard to see from that angle. And Brankovic can't believe that he's the one they got called. He wants to challenge it, and he can only see out of one eye. Still hard to tell from that angle, but he's a player with integrity. I don't think he's faking.
Do you want him? Do you want him? Do you want him?
So they still will take a closer look. He won't get the call. Ball green. Aide. Let's go. 8-4, 5:30 and counting. Hugo has him. Turns, swings. Oh, couldn't finish the reverse. He also wanted a whistle. Uh-oh. Doc Strange lost all of his footing. Naranjic attacking. Got a whistle, and he's got a bucket. Hoop and the harm. Naranjic a part of that squad that won a second straight World Tour final last year for Oob. They don't have Nemanja Barac in this one. He will get rested up. As their roster for the World Tour final, I believe, is still not decided. We'll find out. But I think what makes Oob so dangerous is the fact that they have interchangeable parts. And they now have a 6-point lead. Naranjic misses the second. Paris got to get some offense, got to get it now. And it can't just be Hugo. There you go. Joko. Spin move. Oh, travel. Paris a little bit flustered. They want to beat Oob badly. In fact, their first Masters title I believe that was in 2022, was against Ub in Paris. I'm going to have to double check that. But I'm almost certain. Look again at the swipe away from Hugo. That leaves just 4.3 seconds left on the clock. Strange steps through, doesn't even say excuse me. Bojana, 7-point advantage. Ub, they got the baton and they running away with this thing. Majstorovic shares it but doesn't late. Ub are pouring it on now. 7-point advantage, 12-5, just past the midway point. Joko crossing, attacking, and just does not finish it. That's disciplined defense for Majstorovic. Strange need to change his shoes. I'm not sure he got those Kobe Grinches from the Nike store. Because they are not behaving properly. That's at least the 4th time we saw him slip today. I'm loaning my Grinches. They being mean to him right now. He gonna get the bottom of those cleaned off. I mentioned Paris's first Masters win. And I said that it was in Paris, but it was not. That's my fault. It was in Wuxi. And that's when they beat Ub. 2023, Frank Segala went crazy in that game. He had 7 twos. Do y'all remember that? That was the only time they beat Ub in a final. And things need to change in a hurry. It is Frank Segala letting his wrist do the talking. 5-point game. Strange. He's fouled. So, very few players in the league attack the basket like Dr. Strange does. Once he gets a full head of steam, look out. He's lengthy, knows how to finish through contact, extends at the rim. He's either going to lay it up, dunk it, or you're going to get called for a foul. That's just the way it goes. So some of the action so far, Ub have settled in. They can taste Masters title number 5. And again, it's another historic year potentially for Ub. They won 6 straight events last year as Strahinja trickles that free throw in. Never been done before. Of course, capped the year with the World Tour final, a 2nd straight. But as they now eye Hong Kong, they're looking to three-peat for the first time in 3x3 history and cement themselves as the most dominant dynasty in 3x3 history. They got a dominant lead in this game. 14-7 as Vietnam will let it fly. It's still flying. Oh, Segala! He's a miracle worker. Right before the horn. So Paul Joko and Frank Segala both have me believing in miracles. Barely touched the man's fingers, and he still had the Midas touch. H-O-R-S-E. Segala. No, monsieur. Nanad. No. 6-point lead still remains for Huishan in E. Suhar toying around. Up top, he's got to do something with it eventually. And Segala finishes with Lele. Under 3 to play in this Shenzhen final. Majstorovic wanted some space in the relationship. Matter of fact, it's over. I'm done with you. 16-9. Too hard. Too hard. From the top of the key. Uh-oh. I'ma tell, he bullying. The tall one with the bald head wearing number 5. He's bullying. 17-9. This one is getting out of hand. And a turnover for Paris. The writing is on the wall. Still, for Paris, it has been a great year in the fact that they've gotten to so many finals. But you gotta figure that it's got a mental effect on them to get to so many finals and only come out with one win. At least that's what it looks like. They would have to pull out a miraculous comeback with 2 minutes left to pull this out. I'm just gonna count this. I'm gonna say this is an Oob win. Oh, they try to connect with Strange underneath. Didn't happen. So the 6th final appearance for Paris will again end with a 2nd place finish. They're 80 points though. Let's see if we'll move them up on the standings, World Tour standings. We'll look at that later. Right now, let's see how Oob finished the job. Oh, that had some sorcery on it, that pass. It changed direction midair. Joko, oh, that was embarrassing. So another Oob clinic. They are technicians in 3x3. Majstorovic gives it up. Strange, back to Maestro. Maestro in the nick of time. Doesn't get the shot to go. Minute 26. And Paris are out on their feet. So an easy score for Segala, but an anticlimactic finish to the regular season. Oh, ooh. With one more or 2 more points, this will be over with. Winning his team in 3x3, showing us all again just why. They took Paris to school, dropped him off without a lunch bag. No F's given, only lessons. Look at the pass again from Dr. Strange. And it's not a matter of if, but when. All Oob does is win. Like John Jones. Bones Jones. Did y'all see that fight earlier today? Not much of a fight in this one. This is a beatdown. Strange ain't even paying attention no more. He's sitting here locking eyes with me. 21 seconds left. Out of bounds to yellow. Or we'll see the result of this challenge, out of bounds challenge. But man, the body of work from Oob this year. This is their 13th Masters of 2024. They played in 13 of 16. Unbelievable. The only Masters they missed were Edmonton, Lausanne, and Manama. And to get 5 titles in 7 final appearances is something special. Runners up in Utsunomiya losing to Miami. Runners up in Almaty losing to Vienna. Those are the only two teams that have been able to beat UB in a final this year. And they happen to be one of two other teams that have more than one Masters win this year. That's how good they've been. UB good like grandma's cookies. They'll take an extended look at this, but this don't matter. Only thing left in 2024 is going to be the Hong Kong final. And that's coming your way next week.
Here we go, back to it. Paris ball, 21 seconds.
So it's going to be Paris ball, 21 seconds left. UB are going to add another $40,000. Paris will pick up a $30,000 check. But if you ain't first, you're last. Second place is only the first loser. The Maestro can't put it away. Rebound goes to Joko. The final few ticks of the regular season are now done. UB once again prove who's who. They are the best with their 5th Masters title in 7 final appearances. They will be the favorites heading into Hong Kong. At the top in Paris, 20-12. A blowout here in Shenzhen for the regular season finale.